Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be with you today in the opening ceremony and setting the scene for this successful mission. I would like to thank the British Egyptian Business Association for hosting us today in this important event and welcome all the participants from the British and Egyptian business community who are attending with us today. During this unique year, Egypt is privileged to host COP27. We would look forward to have this COP as a turning point to implementation and delivery of the Paris Agreement for a better future for us all. COP27 will be the biggest event Egypt has ever organized. In this year, the year of climate implementation, we want to emphasize that we all, collectively, different segments of society, including the private sector, that we would be able to be up to the fight against climate change, and that we all have a responsibility in that part. Egypt has shown its leadership in shaping the global environmental policy discourse. During our presidency of the Biodiversity COP, we have launched the Egyptian initiative that aimed at harnessing the synergy between the Rio Convention, the three most global environmental challenges: climate change, biodiversity, and desertification. Egypt is implementing a very ambitious national plan that aims at mainstreaming climate and environment in the national development policies in order to fulfill the Sustainable Development Strategy as well as the Paris Agreement. The recent year have witnessed that Egypt is playing an important role in climate portfolio. Although that our emissions is less than 1%, we have taken notable steps into that part, starting from renewable energy to reuse of water, to the e-mobility, to the transformation of the waste management system. But much more recently, we've just launched our national strategy for climate change up to 2050, a very ambitious strategy that has all the components related to climate and beyond. And when I'm talking about climate and beyond, we're talking about mitigation, adaptation, finance, the role of science and technology, as well as the governance. And from that governance, we say that everyone has a role to play in the fight against climate change. Egypt has set its priorities through different programs and projects that would start in, first of all, increase our share of renewable energy to reach 42%. And I'm sure that my colleague, Minister Sheikh, will be giving the opportunities for investment in the renewable energy as well as green hydrogen. Secondly, a set of programs under the transport sector where private sector could be part of that through the regular public transportation, but that is environmentally friendly. Thirdly, the package that is prepared through the Ministry of Agriculture and Land Reclamation, providing opportunities for the private sector to get involved in the production of new crops that would be able to sustain the high temperature as well as the extreme weather events. Finally, the establishment and the construction of water desalination using the solar through the Ministry of Housing, Agriculture and Water Resources. A lot of programs that are there for investment under the Climate Change National Strategy that is launched by the Prime Minister in his capacity as the head of the National Council for Climate Change. We believe that those examples would be a very good evidence for a COP for implementation, where we can show the world that we all can collectively implement actual intervention on the ground for the welfare of our future generation. Wishing you all the best and thank you very much and very successful deliberations.